In today's video, I am going to be taking a look at Steph Curry and if he is worth the insane $63 million contract. Let's get down and let's check him out. Obviously, he's one of the greatest players of all time, so this should be a good video. So one of the biggest things that when Steph Curry came into the league was he was called too small. And what we see right here is that first bump that we noticed. If we rewind just right here, this little bump is what allowed him to create the space needed to be able to get that gap and then get this layup off, which was an inside hand reverse. He was able to make this shot, plays like this, and proving people wrong is one of the biggest things that you can do as a basketball player. Now, Steph Curry, in my opinion, is one of the best ball handlers of all time and one of the best players to be able to attack a defense. So right here, he gets that screen and when he goes over top, the defense follows him over top, which means that if you are Steph Curry, you need to attack that paint. You need to attack that rim because now this defender is behind you and you can force this man to then guard you. And I'm going to tell you right now, Steph Curry versus a center or power forward is a massive mismatch. Steph Curry is much faster than he is and he can get to that rim. However, because Steph Curry is who he is, when he gets into the paint, which is a fantastic strategy that every single NBA team uses, the defense collapses on him as we see right here. Literally all 5 players are looking at Steph Curry, which means that if he goes up for that layup, somebody is probably going to block it. Now, before you think that, $63 million and all he's going to get happen is he's going to get his shot blocked. No, he is a playmaker. He kicks that ball out to a three-point shooter on the perimeter, who then misses his shot. But watch Steph Curry. He ran out of bounds after he passed that ball out. Look at all of the players now. They are looking at the rim, they are looking at the ball, and they are trying to figure out where that ball is going to bounce to. Steph Curry relocates himself out to the perimeter. This is because, obviously, he would be in good defensive situations and be able to potentially save a point on the defensive side. However, because that was a long rebound, he was able to get that rebound because he relocated. If he stayed over here, this would have been a long rebound and the other team, the Atlanta Hawks, would have went all the way down the court. He saved that points. He then takes a 3 because he's one of the greatest three-point shooters. Actually, he is the greatest three-point shooter of all time, and he was able to make that shot. Now, really quickly, if you want to be able to write on the screen, as I do right now, make sure to go check out Coach Lens, which is a fantastic app, and you can find it down in the description below, and you can get 10% off. Now, this next strategy is actually very good, and I really like this strategy. You've got a big man up forward out on the perimeter, and you've got a point guard or slash guard setting the screen at the top. Now, this is a situation that is very rarely used in game. Usually, this is a 1/2 man, and down here is usually a 4/5 man. The reason being is you want the mismatch. You want that shorter guy to attack a bigger forward. However, this is the complete opposite as to what we normally see. Now, of course, this is not something that Steph Curry may have thought of here. This may be actually part of the play that Steve Kerr made. However, having Steph Curry set that screen on the big man now has a mismatch going downhill for a smaller switch. And if Steph Curry pops off with the center, now you've got the small being guarded by a big, and you should be able to get to the rim. However, what we see right here is after he pops off, both of these players get confused because they're very rarely in that situation. And because of that, we have Steph Curry who's able to get open at the perimeter for the open three-point shot. Again, he is the best three-point shooter of all time. Now, Steph Curry moving off ball, watch what he does right here because he is a master manipulator. He's able to manipulate what defenses think what he's about to do. Right now, he's looking over here at Klay Thompson, and he's about to set that screen. But in reality, watch what he does. He slightly hugs up, which is technically a foul, but nobody sees it because it's off ball. And then he's able to cut back door. This now creates a massive lane right to the basket. That's huge. This guy is not paying attention to at least cut that drive lane off. or that cut lane off. And because of that, that allows Steph Curry to get that layup and one. Now, this is something that a lot of players don't do. So this is a staggered dribble handoff screen. Steph Curry comes off of this staggered screen, and watch what he does. If you are a younger guard, this is something that you need to be able to do. He keeps his dribble alive. He attacks the baseline. He then drives baseline. He keeps his dribble alive. Look, he has not picked up his dribble yet. So many players get faced with a defender, maybe two defenders, and they pick up their dribble and they're dead. However, Steph Curry keeps his dribble alive. This is what allowed him to get this mid-range shot, and he was able to make it as well. Now, he could have passed to multiple different options, but we all trust Steph Curry. He had 60 points in the game that I am breaking down right now. And by keeping his dribble alive all the way through here and then popping for a shot is absolutely massive. This is going to tire out his defender. This is going to give a lot of different options because now the next time he tries something like this, there's going to be more and more players who collapse in on him, and he's going to be able to kick that ball out for some easy assists. And even in the fast break, now I'm going to tell you right now, this is a play that will probably get a lot of guards, younger guards, benched. And that is in a fast break, you're in a position to be able to set up your offense. Any normal player would be in probably some kind of trouble taking this shot. However, this is Steph Curry's shot. You're early. 18 seconds in, as we can see right here, 18 seconds in on the actual play itself. So there's only been 6 seconds for them to get that ball down court, and they have 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Steph Curry pulls this shot with a man in his face. He gets the foul call and one from the 3-point line. So Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time, one of the best ball handlers of all time, one of the best passers of all time, and one of the best manipulators off ball and even on ball of all time. Which means, and obviously he changed the game. Everyone shoots threes now because of Steph Curry. So, is he worth $63 million? He's getting older. Is he worth it? That's a very good question. If he can bring a championship to that team, maybe, but he's getting older. He needs a supporting cast that he doesn't have right now. So, if they can bring in a supporting cast, then he can get himself into the championship. But there's the other thing, which is he brings a lot of money to the city, which means that he should get paid more. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope that this video has helped you become a better basketball player. If you like Coach Lens, make sure to go check out the link down below. And if you want to shoot the basketball from further away, make sure to go check out the shooting workout that is down in the description below.